Well, everybody, welcome back to the final episode of season 1 on the Untold Podcast. Chris, we got some news from, haven't we? What's happened?
We're a man down.
We're a man down. Des has gone to focus on his own things. Des has got his own commitments that he needs to focus on. And me and Chris really want to push this podcast because we believe in it. Mm-hmm. And it's been 28 episodes, I think, we've gone live with now.
It's quite a few episodes, to be fair. I didn't realise that. I don't count them. I just listen to them.
No, it's only because I do the uploading and see them, and it's been hard though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been tough, to be fair, and I do get why Des has stepped aside. Totally get it. You know, we need to put more effort into it, and me and Des haven't put much effort into it, to be fair. You know, I've obviously gone full time on TikTok now, which allows me to have 8 hours a day spare time. So I've got a lot of free time. So I'm more than happy to really sort of go balls deep, shall we say?
Yeah.
And put the effort in. So it's just it's been much harder than I thought it would be, to be fair. And I think it's because we've been trying to find our way as well. Yeah. Which I hope the discussion that we've had today, we're gonna kind of find our way now. It sounds very promising and quite exciting.
Yeah, I think we always said when we sat down and did this podcast, the original meeting that we all had, the original vibe was, let's just talk about life. The internet doesn't need more influencers. It needs more people who are honest. And I'm really passionate about this. And I think you are too. And we've got some wicked guests lined up for season 2 already.
Yeah, I mean, only taking you about 3 days to sort all that out.
So we've got some wicked guests for season 2. But just watching you, do you remember the first time you sat in that chair to do a podcast?
Yeah, man.
And you were like, I'm not sure I'm going to be any good at this.
I sat here for like, the first episode felt like about 8 hours, didn't it? But yeah. I sat here and just let you two talk constantly, and I went away thinking, I don't think I can sit in front of a camera and in front of a microphone and do it anymore. I said to Sam, like, I don't know if this is a bit of me but I've actually really enjoyed it.
It's bright. I love it.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. I'm gutted for the 1 week out of all of them that I couldn't be here.
Yeah.
But it's hard though, isn't it? Because it's hard to bring value. And that was like my thing for it. I don't know about you, but my thing for it is we've got to bring value in each episode.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's difficult to do that every episode. You have got a plan. Podcasting's not easy. And I reckon that's why so many people get to maybe episode 3 or 4 and then they're out. They're like, oh, shit.
Yeah, 100%.
You lose momentum, motivation.
100%. I mean, I must admit, I sit at home and I think, like, when you send a text out and say, right, what should we talk about this week? Let's do this, and this. I think it's so good that Ash's brain works as fast as that, because I've just about thought about one thing in the last 4 weeks. Do you know what I mean? Like, when we did the mental health one the other week, I was like, I want to do it. I'll do this one. Let me do mental health, because I had it already in my head. But it is so difficult to think of new topics every week. And I think keeping it about life in general and opening it up to just everybody.
Yeah.
It makes it, it's going to make it a bit easier for us because we haven't got to try and niche down every week.
Yeah.
I know everyone says niche, but, you know, niche. Not everybody wants to listen to niches, do they?
No.
You know, some people just want to turn your radio on, listen to some people chatting shit, having a bit of a laugh, getting some information from people, you know, and maybe learning something along the line. And I think I'm really looking forward to it, mate. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm genuinely looking forward to it.
I feel like having this break. So for people listening, we're gonna disappear. We're not gonna disappear because we're gonna do some dynamic content. Chris has got to get the tools back out of his van. Lucky he didn't sell it and swap it for the Audi RS5.
They say everything happens for a reason, don't they?
Chris is going to do some work in the studio. We're going to improve the sound. We're going to improve the equipment. It's going to be a wicked place. I can't wait to get it finished. We've got a TV going up on the wall there, and we can watch stuff in the podcast. We've got some wicked guests, and we've got some awesome plans. We have got some awesome plans for just the Untold Podcast moving forward. But it has been a learning curve.
Yeah, man.
It has been a learning curve. Meetings here, what should we talk about? Should we talk about making money online? No, I never really wanted to. I'm not driven by money. I like money and I like nice things, but I think I just want to talk about life. I want to be honest and authentic and help people out along the way.
think that's a good point, mate. You know, like I said a minute ago, everyone concentrates on one thing. Well, when you live your life, you don't concentrate on one thing, do you?
No.
There's so much shit going on around you all the time that it's difficult to concentrate on one thing. So we're going to be like no other podcast out there, I think.
No, yeah, and we've focused on 5 pillars, which we'll release them. We'll release the 5 pillars and why we're doing it and why we feel that this is important. But those 5 pillars, and that will be dynamic. We'll have a guest on, he might cover 3 of those pillars. We'll have another guest on, it might be a really in-depth episode of that one pillar. It might be family, it might be relationships, it might be sex and intimacy. Who knows what's on that spreadsheet?
I can't come in for that one, I get too embarrassed.
Talk about sex. No! I'm going home. But we've learnt, haven't we? We've learnt that it's tough. And then when you watch the chart sort of drop off, and you have to sit back and think, well, what are we doing wrong? What are we doing right? And then an episode, all of a sudden, it'll go boom.
I think it teaches you. It's taught me resilience.
Yeah.
Just keep turning up. I thought I knew that already with TikTok, but it's, you know, TikTok, you can have a video do 200 views and you can post one 10 minutes later and it'll do 22,000 views, you know? Yeah. Whereas this one, where we've watched the numbers go down rather than up, it kind of does teach you, again, it's that consistency. Yeah. I hate the word. I made a post about it yesterday. What's your least favourite word on the internet? One's consistency. But it is, isn't it? And I'm looking forward to the break more than anything because I know what's going to happen during that break. Yeah. And we're going to come back with all guns blazing. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be exciting and finding a real. I feel it that it's a real solid foundation that we've built between us over the last couple of days. But like new studio, new production, wicked guests. Maybe we'll tease them over July. Maybe we'll see. And again, honesty, authenticity from the offset. One thing I'd like to point out actually is we need more engagement from listeners. Yeah. People that message and say, "Oh, great podcast." Yeah. Lovely to get the messages, but write it on the podcast. Write it wherever you're listening to it. Write it wherever you're watching it, because they help the algorithm. They help all the statistics and everything. They help it get pushed out. And, you know, it's important to get people involved. Yeah, and it helps us know where we're going right and where we're going wrong. If we do a shit episode, tell us you've done a shit episode, lads. That was toilet. Yeah. What are you playing at? Yeah, because not only are we wasting our time, but we're wasting anybody else's time listening to it, aren't we? So it's important to hear those. So for season 2, let's bring in a feature of listener questions. Yeah, man. So on that note, if you're listening, the Untold Podcast has a phone number. I'm going to give you Chris's. I'm only joking. We've got a phone for the Untold Podcast. The phone number is 07511 272 459. Send us a WhatsApp. Send us a message. Voice note. We want voice notes. Definitely voice notes, because we can play them to the microphones if they're good. We'll play them out, yeah. We'll play them out. We'll embed them into the episode. Tell us your story. And if you've got a story that you think would help other people and you'd love to sit down in this studio with us and tell it, then we're all ears. Yeah. Just, get in touch with us. You've got Instagram, you've got TikTok, you've got email address, socials at theuntoldpodcast.co.uk. Now the phone number, again, 07511 272 459. Drop us a voice note. Drop us a picture. Drop us, I don't know, let's have a bit of fun with it and see what happens. Yeah, man. Eh? Yeah, why not? That's what we want to be, innit? We want to be serious, but we want to have a lot of fun along the way. Yeah. And we want to enjoy it. We want you to enjoy it, and we want to bring you value. That's the most important thing. Life is tough, as we've said in episodes before. Life is tough, and mental resilience and navigating that and living in your own bubble is really fucking important to pull yourself out of it. So, Chris, anything else you want to say before we wrap this little one up? It's been emotional. It has been emotional. It's not been emotional, to be fair. I think I got a little bit emotional in one episode, actually. Yeah. So it was a little bit emotional. I think when the guests come in and the guests know their shit and they're grilling us. Yeah. They end up grilling us. That's when it's going to get emotional. Yeah, exactly. But thanks everyone that's been listening so far. Yeah. We promise you it'll be better in season 2. Yeah, season 2 is going to be, stick around. Yeah. If you've listened to episodes so far and you're still listening, then you're definitely going to want to stick around.
Definitely. But yeah, get in touch with us, either on the phone number, on the email address. Send us a DM, send us voice notes, send us some post, whatever you want.
No nudes.
Yeah, no nudes. Don't send nudes. We don't like those. We're going to get our families involved, aren't we? We spoke earlier.
Yeah.
We're going to get our families involved.
No, I'm not sure they're going to be too impressed by that. I'm not sure my missus would be too happy to come in, but might not just be the missus though, might it? You never know. You know?
No, that's it.
Who knows what's along the line?
My daughter, who is 11, just wants to film content with me. That's all she wants to do. So maybe we'll do an episode with an 11-year-old of what life feels like.
Yeah, that'd be quite.
There's loads of things there's loads of things we can do. We don't want to spread ourselves thin, but we are going to focus on 5 what I think are pretty core principles to anybody growing up in 2025.
Yeah.
So without further ado, that's us signing off for season 1. It's been brilliant. And season 2, I promise you, is going to hit hard. So season 2.
Oh, sorry, mate. Look, already interfering. You just on your final moments.
No, mate. No.
Go on, let's rewind it.
What was you going to say?
No, I thought you'd finished.
I
thought you finished. I was just going to say goodbye.
Okay.
I'll let you carry on.
So we'll do that again.
Yeah, go on. Start again.
Season 2 is coming with a bang. Can't remember what I said. Season 2 is coming with a bang. Listen, watch, share, like, get in touch with us. We want audience participation. We want to invite you in to sit down and talk to us. Maybe we can help you. Maybe you can help us. And without further ado, let's wrap up season 1, Chris. Thanks everybody for listening, and we'll see you very, very soon.
So that's goodbye from Des. Okay. Goodbye from me. Goodbye, everybody.
And goodbye from Ash. We'll see you in season 2. Stick around.
Can't wait.
Launch date to be announced soon. Peace.